they do, as we mentioned, the attributes are very important. You're able to banish the same attribute as the Dragon Ruler to summon itself. So you can actually use all of the Molcharmies, Meows, Brillia, and Fualos, and the attributes of them actually make them quite useful to be able to banish to continue summoning your Dragon Rulers, or to be able to discard it alongside a Dragon Ruler to get that in-hand effect as well.
Yeah, they're never really dead because they're effectively useful for some point of the game, right? They're not strictly there for their own effects. They have some use within your actual strategy. And a lot of the power in Dragon Rulers, at least as it stood 12 years ago, was how strong their resource game was. They're able to just play over several turns because your graveyard became your second hand. But I think the way the game has structured itself lately, every deck kind of does that. So I wanted to see if it can actually keep up as far as resources go with these other decks. But it looks like he's going to take the lead here, summoning that Pokedraco.
Dora.
Like,
Pokedraco's on the card, but yeah, Dora. But it looks like there's a Brillia there that came down from Steven, and now the Dora is going to be summoned. This is actually like full combo here for Dragon Rulers, because you can actually use the TENPAI Dragon Engine to get access to multiple level 7 dragons, so you can get to the Shazma, Dragon Ruler of Auroras. It's a brand new secret rare out of Lion's Insight. It's a cool one.
I mean, all the Dragon Rulers are pretty cool. Like I feel like one of those archetypes that just had crazy art from the beginning. Everything about the deck was just so cool, and that was when I started getting really competitive. So it means a lot to me to see it here right now. But I wonder how it plays into cards like Brillia. At least Brillia, I think, of the ones that could have happened, probably fine, right? Yeah, not the worst thing in the world.
Flawless is definitely the scariest Molcharmy to face as a Dragon Ruler player. Brillia, you're going to get a few, maybe 2. But yeah, as long as it's not Flawless, you're feeling a little bit better. So he went Dora to add
I believe he got Burner, and then he's using Burner, discarding another Burner here.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
So the Baby Rulers...
He had such a Fire Dragon, right? Like the options were limited.
True. So the Baby Rulers, you're able to discard alongside another dragon, 2 special summon a Dragon Ruler from your deck. The first one's going to be met by Ash Blossom, but then he's going to have Steam to be able to discard another dragon. It looks like it might be a Redox alongside to special summon a title from the deck. This isn't 2013. This is 25, and we're using the Baby Rulers to summon the big Dragon Rulers from the deck. It's been a while, but it's good to see, and it was a Redox. So now he's going to be able to banish 2 dragons from his graveyard to special summon back that Redox, and now we have 2 level 7 dragons on the field.
All right, well, let's summon that Draco Sack.
Like I said, Gonzalo, this is 2025, not 2013. Our Dragon Rulers don't need planes to fly anymore. They fly high. When they finally, after all this time, got their own rank 7 monsters, and it looks like he is going to go with the other Dragon Ruler first. It's going to be Disaster, Dragon Ruler, or no, that's not the Apocalypse one. This is Eclipse. Eclipse, Dragon Ruler, Catastrophes. Wow, he actually plays the Apocalypse, which is cool. So maybe that's part of his game plan. I hope we get to see Apocalypse come down. But yeah, Eclipse is going to let him continue to extend his plays by summoning back a Dragon Ruler. Summoning out the Dragon Ruler that matches the Dragon Ruler you put back. But it's also a card that can negate spells and traps, so it's going to be able to protect them from stuff like Infinite Impermanence, which is a key card against Dragon Rulers if you're trying to stop them from summoning out what other monster you choose that will be locking out a special summoning, whether it be Artsword Christia or something like Quackimiro Drago. But now we're going to see a Link summon Herratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, classic dragon card.
Yeah, at this point, the most standard dragon card. Like any dragon strategy, you're going to summon Herratic Spheres, and it's just going to be good enough a lot of the time. Seal's Pass historically has been the strongest end board. But now backed up with the interruption from Eclipse.
No, you did not. Go for turn? Yep.
We'll see if this is good enough for the modern era.
Stand by face? Yep.
Oh, it looks like that was a powerful draw for Steven here, facing down that Hieratic Seal. Going to be leading with Branded Regained. Okay.
Not a bad card to start with. Then special summon Kastira Finra from the hand.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, not a bad way to start.
All right, now he's going to use the Finra effect to add Kastira Unicorn, so he's not going to want to use that seal to return the Finra to the hand.
I feel like usually in a situation like this, the good stuff deck, as we want to call it, would how did he summon the... Yeah, okay, I think he thought he had Birth on the field because he had a continuous spell and just normal summon the Unicorn, but not quite. You can't do that right now.
This is the wrong continuous spell. Oh,
Okay.
So just getting a step ahead of himself.
I wonder if he even meant to play the regain first. He might have just had the wrong continuous spell.
That is 100% possible. I would have done it. I've made mistakes like that before. Like, just put the wrong card down, you look down, you're like, oops.
Look at my hand.
That's not the one that I meant to play. But the regain might still be able to pay off for him. Something gets banished. Or he could have been trying to bait.
Yeah, like, trying to see what could happen here with the Hieratic Seal. And I think this is a position where normally you would just try to enter battle phase, get rid of some of these resources, or at least force Nicholas to do something, right? But I mean, when you're like, if you're choosing to go to battle phase here, that generally means you're going to give your opponent another turn, and I don't know if you ever want to give Dragon Rulers a turn with the battle phase.
Definitely not. They're not short on being able to summon a lot of dragons from the grave. Dragon Rulers is one of the first decks where I felt like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like shifted into a new dimension because your graveyard became your hand because you're able to summon those monsters from the grave, and the resources are replenished, and that still comes true to this day. So yeah, it looks like now that the Unicorn's on the field, he's going to use the seal to return the Fenrir to the hand.
Yep, and now because Seal is mandatory, Seal will be Chainlink 1 here. So now Steven has to make a choice. Does he want to use the Unicorn, or does he want to use this Ash Blossom on the Seal? I think you're always going to choose the Ash.
I think so, especially because a lot of the dragons you can summon from the deck will be those monsters that can block you out from special summoning. And yeah, it's going to be a second copy of Ash Blossom and Joyous Ring, cutting off that Hieratic Seal from getting another dragon onto the field.
The only concern is, I mean, you still have your battle phase, right? Whatever Seal is going to summon is still 0/0, so your Unicorn does threaten it immediately, so it was definitely a choice here.
Yeah, and maybe just worry about like Bestial Magnum or something to help him put him in even better position for the next turn, but he is going to go ahead and go to battle, attack with Unicorn, activate the effect, to take a peek at Nicholas's extra deck here, and going to banish one card face down. It looks like he's eyeing
one of the TENPAI cards. I mean, because we're talking about dragons. Some of the most powerful dragons recently are those TENPAIs, and those are just fire dragons that you can access very easily with Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, just like a bonus. You have the Dragon Rulers to kind of clean up for you if you're going first, and then TENPAI to come in and finish it up.
This is a pretty cool interaction, actually, because the Fenrir was added to hand, and now you get to crash the Unicorn. You can summon the Fenrir back from your hand and birth back the Unicorn, and like we're back where we started.
That is cool. You know, heads up play here from Steven. We're starting off with a cool match just from the beginning here. And let's see if that is exactly what Steven's going to do. We do see the Fenrir come down again, and then here comes the birth to bring back the Unicorn, but it looks like he might be
we're using the Chasma, or like the Eclipse. Yeah, Eclipse.
Yeah, they got a lot of new names, a lot of things to keep track of, but this is the Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes. That is what he's trying to have for his opponent right now, a Catastrophe for sure. And now he's going to just pass, standing on a Unicorn and a branded Regain. Not a lot in terms of defense.
I mean, it's a Fenrir.
It's a Fenrir.
Like the Fenrir is fine in this position. I mean, he did have to lose the Eclipse, just activating it to stop the birth here, which I think was worthwhile. But now you do have your graveyard available. Oh, that's grass!
What's the difference in count?
We're already 2 ashes down. I think this is going to resolve.
This is, I feel like I'm playing Master Duel, because every time like I'm playing Master Duel, I'll like use Ash Blossom and like a branded fusion or something, then the grass always follows it up. That grass looks greener.
And we know that was straight from the top.
Oh, yeah, he would have used that turn 1 for sure. This is going to send the difference in cards of the deck to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, there's 1.
5, 6. I'm not going to go all the way up, but it's 7, 8. It's a lot. I think they said 16 maybe. But filling his graveyard full of Dragon Rulers and plenty of materials. We see that Quackmere Drago, which is what probably would have been
Goliath,
summoned.
okay.
Morpheus Goliath, big fan of that card as well. But now his graveyard is full of fuel for these Dragon Rulers, and we see he's going to be able to summon enough to finish the game. Another cool aspect of using like the TENPAI Dragon cards alongside the Dragon Rulers is at any point you just banish Blaster to summon one of your other Dragon Rulers.
Anything on Rise?
Bam! There's your TENPAI Dragon engine. You're able to search for a Fire Dragon. I think we even saw like pure TENPAI Dragon decks playing Blaster, the Dragon Ruler of Infernos in their deck as well before, but it's really cool to see these two strategies work well together.
Yeah, a lot more efficient when you're able to banish Blaster for actual Dragon Ruler effects and just be able to generate more bodies to actually like pose a threat to the field and then eventually end the game with the one monster you search. Probably going to be like even again Roku here to just not even commit your normal summon.
Yep, and you see immediately, he doesn't have to think about anything, but he's gonna, I know I'm going to banish this Blaster. Redox is going to come out in defense mode. Has to be cautious of that Crimson Blader. Oh wait, no. We're 2025, not 2013.
I mean, both decks have only been summoning level 7 monsters so far.
Crimson Blader could make a comeback, I'm just saying. Not every deck's going to leak summon. Just most.
To 7.
Most, if not all. But yeah.
But yeah, so he banished the 2 dragons
7.
for Redox, and now Blaster is going to allow him out of fire. Dragon is, he's looking like he's eyeing Dora again.
Dora, okay. Opting for a bit more of a high impact summon. I guess this deck doesn't really have a normal summon outside of
Dora.
Or Hydra.
I like Hydra too, but Dora gives you access to Hydra. I love Dora. It's kind of like Snake Eye Ash, but for TENPAI Dragon. But next up, it looks like he's going to have Tidal come out. He's going to banish
Superulius.
Yes, see, there's that value you get from playing the Molcharmies. You can actually play all 9 in your 60-card Dragon Ruler deck and utilize them if they're sent to the graveyard with something like that grass looks greener.
I know a lot of players are choosing to play all 9 anyway, independent of having Dragon Rulers in their deck. So, getting the maximum value here. And there is the Fenrir at resolution going to be able to banish that Tidal here. Getting rid of an attacker at this point, right?
Looks like that is going to be the case. I don't know. I mean, I might have waited, but I guess he was worried like he's going to go into a rank 7 that's going to deal with the Fenrir anyway, so he might have worked up, but it plays into triple tactics thrust.
Hell, I mean, now even we'll have full knowledge of Nick's hand, but
maybe you get talent draw too, yeah, or
well,
talent take.
Talent take, that is a level 7 monster.
Yeah, he just has to get 8,000 damage on the field now, and
it's not hard, right?
Yeah, it should be pretty easy for him. And Dragon Rulers might be moments away from taking game 1 of our first round here at YCS Providence.
I think he's just going to look at his hand, right? Just to, because all he has to do after that is just normal summon the Dora, and then.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna. Oh, it was another copy of Fenrir. Yeah, because he didn't know that. He did not know that. Okay, because the first Fenrir added the unicorn. So now, if there are any other Dragon Rulers that he can use, he can opt to do so, or he could just normal summon the Dora and then do all the TENPAI Dragon things that we've seen so many times up to this point.
Yep, it's up to him to navigate his way to victory now with representing Bucky's there on his shirt. Dora is going to let him out of Fire Dragon. Like I said, this is similar to Snake Eye Ash, as Genroku is similar to Snake Eye's Poplar. If you guys remember those cards that I think everyone loved all of last year.
Yeah, everyone loved them.
Oh, yeah.
Freshly semi-limited.
Master Duel players still love them, I think. Oh, yeah, hey, they're not bad. I think there is like a Snake Eye deck out there that's not too bad, even though not having original.
I mean, normal summon Snake Eye Ash is still normal summon Snake Eye Ash. That has not changed in what it does.
Very true. We have the Dora grabs the Genroku. Not even going to use the Genroku effect to go for Hydra. Just go straight into Biden.
There is a Genroku in the grave that has been sent to the graveyard after Grass to Green resolved. That's going to be able to summon back the Genroku here.
Yep, Fadra comes back from the Biden. Fadra brings back Genroku.
Chandra. I assume we're going to get to Chandra eventually, but.
Yeah, you can still use the Genroku effect. You don't want to fumble at the. Oh, he can still go into Shazma here, and Shazma gets in Tempest to grab him another Dragon Ruler if he so needs to.
I mean, the needs to is truly the question here, right?
Yeah, when I get in these kind of positions, I'm just trying to figure out how fast I can get to 8,000 damage using. Okay, 23 Shades of 2013, and number 11 Big Eye coming down.
From the Synchro.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, he's locked into Synchros. Okay. I was about to say, this ain't 2013. He's trying to fool us, though, but no. We're in 2025 now. This is an all-new kind of Dragon Ruler.
I will attempt to use Genroku.
But this is what I'm talking about. You don't want to fumble at the 1 yard line. Like, you need to figure out how you can get to 8,000. You're in the driver's seat. You got nothing to worry about. Just
realistically doing too much here. Like, we know that Chandra attacking has been enough to end the game. So
let's just get that Chandra out. And maybe he just summons the Redox in defense mode out of habit, but that would also happen back in 2013 in Dragon Ruler.
I mean, okay. What is the...
I will attempt to enter battle.
I'm wondering if there is a restriction on... You can still make Trident with it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's
not a big deal. It's just a little less damage, but less damage when you already have enough.
Realistically, this is not going to be a problem. Eventually, you're going to synchro with this Biden here, and it's going to come back, and that's all it's really going to take.
Yeah, Trident, even if you just summon attack, synchros for Trident Dragon, destroys 2, attack, that's enough also.
There are 0 cards on Steven's side to prevent this from happening, so...
You gotta make sure you put that cap on the pen before you're about to use it again. But I appreciate it. You gotta make sure the ink doesn't run dry.
He needs to make that last. I remember I had a pen since 2017, and I tried to make it last as long as I could.
Maybe that's why all my pins are always dry. I refuse to put the cap back on. No, I know my opponent's about to take damage again, so we gotta keep. Interesting. You know, I'm also more of like, these are also the times if you're in a tournament, you want to consider like conceding just to save time because, you know, the clock isn't always your friend and you don't want to end up going to time. And even though Steven knows it's over.
I think he just wants to see what
where
other
it's
options.
going.
Yeah, like at this point, I mean, what he's seeing here is just Tenpai. But like,
it's still good to know if you're playing against a deck that maybe you're not familiar with to see how they're going to like finish the game is a big deal. And especially after maybe he made that slight misstep trying to overlay for the big guy. Like, wait, maybe he will, you know, drop the ball here at the very end, and there's a chance. So there is a merit to saying a reason not to concede, but even just sitting on just a branded regame, considering like what happened in game number 1, the things you might be looking at is maybe the timing of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, not using it on like a baby ruler, but instead saving it for. Well, I mean, we didn't see Shazma really come down, but you could save it for Shazma to use Title's effect to send, because then you're getting the effect out of the way of Shazma while also not having to worry about Title sending a monster down to the graveyard.
Yep.
yeah, just trying to get rid of the less effective once per turn effects. Probably not that useful. But we're going to be leading with the Kashtira Unicorn here. So if there is any interaction from the hand that's a monster effect, Kashtira Unicorn will be able to take away pieces from that extra deck now. We're going to be grabbing the Kashtira Birth with its effect on field.
Now.
All right, not a bad start here for Steven.
Sure.
Birth is activated. Let's see if he has the Fenrir to follow up. I would like to see some non-Kashtira cards. Oh, we're going to be normal summoning that Ash Blossom.
All right, Baron de Fleur is forbidden.
Yeah, I had to like think about that for a second. Like,
Could be Chang Ying, but it looks like maybe a Mulcharmy Fuwalis is going to come down here for Nicholas. He looks like he's thinking, and it is going to be the Mulcharmy Fuwalis.
yeah, I mean, you gave up the Ash for it, so let's. I mean, given I don't think you were really going to. It's probably only going to be one draw, right? Realistically. Yeah. So you were never going to Ash Blossom it anyway. But now Steven has a choice here. He can go after the extra deck. Will he go after one of those new Dragon Lures, or will he just focus on the TENPAI card? Looks like he's going for that Biden. If there's only one copy of Biden in there, that could be really strong. But it looks like instead he's opting
Transcendent?
for... Yeah, Transcendent here, which is usually a one of.
But no, instead of Baron, I mean, if the Fuwalis didn't come down, Steven here could be looking to make Moon of the Close Heaven, but now that would be kind of scary to go into. So maybe something just like an SP Little Knight. Yeah, looks like what Steven is considering it, just an SP pass, perhaps. No, you can't go straight into Requiem. You'd have to go into Moon into Requiem and give them 2 draws and then another draw off the Requiem summon. That would be a bold decision. Maybe you could consider, he's playing that grass. The more cards he draws, less cards he has to send to the graveyard.
Okay, well,
skipping a step.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to rethink his situation here. Yeah, like giving up 2 draws is rough here, but I think because you have the Birth, you have reasonable amount of follow-up. You're going to Birth back that Unicorn here, and then we have some powerful trap cards, it seems.
Birth, yeah.
Birth is going to summon back that Unicorn in defense mode, and looks like we're just going to be passing back, giving 1 draw for the Fuwalis here.
I will draw the turn.
And we'll see how Dragon Ruler is able to potentially play into this field. I mean, the field itself is not very threatening. But there are 2 sets there, and set cards, generally post-side set cards are some of the most threatening cards you can find.
Oh yeah, could be some of the Solemn Crass, but all right, finally we get to see Spectral come down here. He's going to discard it alongside a Dragon. He's going to be able to add 2 Dragon Rulers.
More Dragon to add 2 Dragon Rulers.
From his deck to hand, any 2 Dragon Rulers. So that means you can get a baby version of one with a matching attribute of one of the big rulers of the other one, and that will access you more of your attributes that you need to be able to summon all of your Dragon Rulers.
Yep, getting as many names online as quickly as possible. Really setting up your resource engine here. Looks like we're going to be adding Tempest.
And imagine if Spectral was out in 2013.
No, I don't want to.
There's just more cards you draw. It's like 2 additional cards you get from Super Rejuvenation while you're getting everything online as you go. So it looks like he's going to add React in, which will get him access to Redox. The Dragon Ruler of Pebbles. And Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. I love the baby ruler names. Like, they're little... Pebbles is my favorite.
Yeah, Pebbles is pretty good.
Yeah, it goes from Pebbles to Boulders. Truly the best one, though, is Tempest. Okay, Trident Dragon, going to be banished face down thanks to Kashtira Unicorn. So I guess there was a reasoning to go after the Biden if he had the Birth, but to be able to get, like, double Biden banished from the extra deck. Besides to go after the 2 level 10 Synchros instead, hoping that's going to pull off some of that extra power that he'd get from the TENPAI engine. So not a bad option here for
Yeah.
Steven.
Like eliminating a lot of that closing power that the deck is known for. Realistically, you can't get the Biden off the field if both your 10s are gone, right?
Yep, exactly. At least not during the battle phase. And now he's going to use Tempest Effect. So is that a Redox? Oh no, it's Blaster. Okay,
Yeah,
I was like, there's
Blaster
no way
just started off the
I was
Spectre.
like, there's no way he got Reactin if he had Redox, but it's Blaster.
And Blaster, that is the best one to banish now.
Fire Dragon.
Fire Dragon. There's a lot of good Fire Dragons. Looks like Steven's considering his options. Does he have an Ash Blossom and Joyous Ring? Does he have something to
I mean,
cut this off?
Does he have another Ash Blossom in this position? I mean, I guess it's possible if you get a normal summon the first one. I could have opted to use SP Little Knight here to get rid of the Tempest, but it doesn't, need to do that.
Yep. Dragon Rulers, you can either summon them or use their effect that adds once per turn, but only one of the other effects. So if he did use that SP Little Knight, he wouldn't have gotten the add from it, which would have been useful. But he knows that Dora Dora is bound to come down, and there is another copy of Dora Dora being added to the hand here of Nicholas. And then Thrust, Triple Tactics Thrust. Do we know what card this is looking for? It got talent in game number 1, but in this game it might be looking for another limited 1 powered spell. And that would be That Grass Looks Greener.
I mean, yeah, just trying to get as many resources as possible. Or maybe, honestly, more powerful than Grass, maybe a different limited card. If you have Duster in your deck, that could be really strong. Oh, yeah.
Nice
He's going
call.
for Duster.
Nice call. He does have the 2 face downs and Kastira Birth. Maybe he already has that Grass, or you truly don't need it if you have Dora Dora.
He has like 7 cards in hand. I'm sure you don't need that much more.
Harpy's Feather Duster has that beautiful quarter century secret rare from the early days collection. If you got your hands on that, but this is going to be activated. It looks like it might be an ultimate rare version.
Yeah. And Duster's going to force out something here.
Thank you.
Also, completely eliminating the follow-up by getting rid of the Birth. So if something does happen...
Is it a Solemn Judgment?
What Judgment would be incredible here.
If he had a couple of them, he would need to have another one to protect. To make
I
it
know
worth
what
it.
one of those are. Okay, it is going to be a Solemn Judgment on the Duster here, putting him at 4,000, dangerous against the Tenpai strategy, or just any big monster deck, really. Not a whole lot that he has to do at this point. A bunch of Dragon Lords can just swing.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, let's see how he forces out the other ones. We're going to be activating that Reactant now, discarding Tidal. Trying to summon Redox out from the deck.
It summons the Redox from the deck.
I do love that people have to ask what the Dragon Rulers do. Couldn't be me personally, but
Couldn't be me. But yeah, definitely going to continue the onslaught of dragons. Redox is now coming down thanks to Reactin.
and we're going to be activating Baldrake.
Okay. Going to be able to at least summon the Baldrake from the hand.
All right, that's another mystery card that's been unveiled here. So only one card now that we have to deal with.
I think I'll summon.
And there's Shazma.
Does he have a
Shazma.
Does he have a summon effect?
No, he does not have the summon effect.
I'll activate.
Okay, Baldrake is going to be getting rid of the Little Knight to try to banish the Shazma, and then Shazma is going to change its effect.
So he's able to detach the Redox and he'll be able to summon back.
Target vanishes it.
Yeah, it's like bottomless.
So actually using the Baldrake effect, tributing the SP Little Knight to banish the Shazma. But the Shazma is a quick effect, so he's going to be able to chain it to still resolve.
Yeah, it's not negating the summon of Shazma, so he will be able to use the effect here.
Yep, it's going to be able to send any Dragon Ruler and copy the effect that it would get if it was discarded.
Yeah, I changed the NC.
So we'll see which one he goes for.
Oh, I will send the Blaster Shell.
Going to go for Blaster. He's going to be able to destroy that set card.
He's trying to clean up. He knows his opponent is only at 4,000. He knows he paid half his life points to protect that set card.
So now this doesn't target now because of how this works, right?
That resolution. Yeah, that looks like
Sorry.
Steven's reading it doesn't quite understand. It's a cool card. I think it is pretty underrated going into this tournament.
That's why it's dead.
No, I was referring.
No, I mean, just because you don't know what all the Dragon Ruler effects are doesn't mean, like, oh, I didn't know you could send Blaster do this. You have to only respond to the effect. It's on you to know what the Dragon Ruler effects are.
I thought it was vanishing this. That's why I said it's okay. So,
What?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that.
am I allowed to?
No, you cannot respond.
You cannot. I'm sorry, you can't chain your barrier.
Is that what it is?
It's dimensional barrier.
I had no idea. Oh no. Yeah, no, this shouldn't even be a question. Yeah, he didn't chain it. It should just go straight to the
To be
graveyard.
fair, I didn't even consider that. That's how that. You cannot. It is resolving already after sent the blaster.
Yeah.
It is not like a new chain that blaster activates. Or unless his opponent just allowed him. Like, I mean, he gets a. If he chains the barrier here. So that's the thing. If he chains the barrier, he's allowed to send a different card from his deck.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, when I say I don't know about that one, I mean like I don't quite agree with how it played out here in the game, but it is what it is. Because like, yeah, if you don't know what your opponent's cards do, like if a card, it's like if someone activate Foolish Burial, right? And then you're like, yeah, Foolish Burial's good, and then you send Shadal Dragon, and Shadal Dragon's like destroy a card. But obviously this one's a little different.
I mean, it is cost to send everything, so I suppose he's just chaining it like. Seems like Nicholas allowed him to chain everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it did seem like the resolution was there, but it looks like the judges ruled that it is okay. So we don't hear all the player audio, so chances are that they just got a little bit ahead of themselves. So Dimensional Barrier was chained. I'm not sure what he called. I would assume Synchro, but...
Yeah, I think you have to call Synchro when you know that, I mean, there's Doradora in the hand.
Oh, did I?
But then you can put him on very few cards here. What happened here?
I think he tried to summon Tempest, but he'd already summoned Tempest.
Yeah, Tempest has already been activated.
There's a lot of effects to keep track of in the Dragon Ruler deck, so things getting a little sloppy here, but we're going to tighten up the screws and continue on.
I mean, I think...
It's round one. There's a lot of nerves in the first round of the feature match, so it's okay. So please be kind and gentle.
I will use
Looks like both players are happy. They're just trying to figure out what's going on.
I think you do that already.
No.
No, he used the effect of reacting to summon
I
it.
summoned it off the
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
So this is opposition here. I think his priority should be to get rid of the...
Title effect to act.
Yeah, that's great. We still have a Dragon Lord that we haven't used yet. Tidal will be able to search a Water Dragon from the deck. That's going to be Stream here, more than likely. Yep. The Baby Ruler. Of Droplets.
Of droplets, indeed.
So for big dragons, I've used...
Not waterfalls, but the little droplets. Just going to get a little wet. And now he's going to move to discard another dragon from his hand, I'd imagine. Just use that droplet.
I mean, yeah, ideally, we are just eliminating...
Effect of stream. Summon.
We are just trying to clear up the board here because there is no follow-up. There's no cards in hand here. I think this might be a Big Eye angle where you're not locked into anything yet because you have not used the effect of Genroku. So you can go for the Stream here, get another title, go for Big Eye, take the Unicorn, and I believe, like, if you just put the Unicorn in attack, yeah, you're able to attack over the Baldrake, and then go look at the extra deck, get some info there, and likely banish the single copy of Requiem.
That could be the case. And then leaving on Steven there with no cards in hand, no cards on field. Okay, nope, he's going to go for Eclipse to keep extending, so he's going to be able to return the Banished Reactant to summon Redox from the deck. I'm pretty sure the Reactant goes to the graveyard, not the deck. Let me double check. Graveyard Banishment. Oh no, it goes into the deck. Okay, it shovels back into the deck. So
he's the one playing the deck. I think he's familiar.
Just gotta double check. Yeah. They're new cards. Always want to double check. Now gonna be able to extend if we can get another level 7 on the field.
Interesting. We're opting to normal summon the Doradora here. I mean, at the very least, you're still able to just summon Pydra off of this if you're going for Genroku. And that just, I mean, it sets you up a little bit, right? Or even just grabbing Chandra. Like Chandra into Vajra will at least leave up several bodies that's really difficult for your opponent to deal with only one card, theoretically. The question is, are you able to get rid of both monsters this way? Because you're not able to Synchro Summon.
Ooh.
Yep, so we're going for the Genroku.
Maybe he called. No, he didn't call Xyz with Dimensional Barrier because he.
I don't think he called
Xyz.
Fusion, Billy.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is interesting that he was summoning the Genroku. Like I said, this is round 1, so this is like the first duel or match of the day for a lot of players. I like to play a couple warm-up games before a tournament starts, so I'm not going in cold. You don't want to make like silly mistakes that you wouldn't normally make otherwise.
absolutely, those warm-up games can be crucial here. But I mean, this is the extra pressure from being on the feature match table. This is absolutely Nicholas' game to lose. He has all of the advantage at this point.
He needs to worry about getting a slow play warning because this turn has been a lengthy one.
It looks like we're going to be entering battle phase, attacking over the Unicorn here. I don't think he has a way to get over the Baldrake, which I mean is fine. It's not that much of a threat.
I mean, just leaving a monster on the field, though, gives him access to stuff like Moon of the Closed Heaven coming off the top. But he's still going to be able to link into Erratic Seal the Heavenly Seers.
Yeah, so let me read Genroku again.
Yeah, which is the
I don't
part
think
that
card
locks
blocks
you?
at all. The Genroku does when it tributes, but
It's only when he tributes, yep.
Okay.
Oh, is it
Which,
attack of
by the way,
was it
in the previous situation, he did not tribute it, right? Like in the last game. So he was not locked yet?
I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I was confused by as well.
anything?
yeah, I will pass.
All right, we have a Seal, an Eclipse, which can negate a spell or trap, versus a Baldrake on the field. Part of the cards here for Steven. He's going to need something off the top.
I mean, you can try to enter battle phase, going to force out the Seal, put the Baldrake in the hand, assumingly, which will not be, which could be chained to try to remove something after the fact. Unless he opts to go for one of his own cards, he could choose to get rid of his own
At the
Genroku.
Start a battle.
All right, looks like start of battle. He's considering using the Genroku.
I mean, you know, sure.
I will.
Yeah, Genroku for Pydra here is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yep, going to tribute itself off the field, special summoning a TENPAI Dragon from the deck. He's going to go for Chandra.
That's also fine. Like, I think now you just use your Seal on your own card. Mainly, I just do not want to give the Baldrake back in this position.
Trigger is when something's battled.
Considering what he'll stack, yep, going to go after the Seal. Going to prompt him to use the effect tributed off the field.
If you do opt to bounce the Baldrake here, you open up the lines for any Kashtira cards that were drawn.
I will attempt to use spears.
Oh, looks like we're going to be just going for the Baldrake anyway.
You know, there are, unfortunately for Steven in this match, we haven't got to see any of the Horus cards that he has in his deck.
Yeah, he's just been playing pure Kashtira the entire time.
Pure Kashtira. He has Fiendsmith, he has Horus cards in there. There's so many other engines,
Hydra
but
effect.
he's only seen like a Baldrake plus all the Kashtira cards.
I mean, that's the problem with this good stuff deck. There's not really that many things that bridge. It's like whichever ones you see. The only bridge is how, how Fiendsmith works. But even then, when you're facing down a Fualis, you're not even able to commit into that. Especially when if you're normal summoning an Ash Blossom into a position like that, it's truly not what you want to see. It's been a rough game for Steven.
Anything?
Oh yeah, he's been trying to do the best he can with the cards he's drawn. Still in the battle, looks like he's going to banish the Seal. Do summon Baldrake from the hand.
All right, because we opted for Pydra, we will be able to attempt to attack over one of these, but Pydra is going to be able to use its effect in the battle phase to quick synchro. So that will be going into Biden.
Effect.
Biden will revive here.
Warrant the Chandra.
Reviving the Chandra. Interesting. There's nothing protecting it now, so I don't really know if that was worthwhile.
Phase 2.
All right, it is another Beast Seal. Magnum
Yep.
is going to banish Esphilal Knight, summon from the hand, allow him to add a dragon at the end phase.
Yeah.
But now he can actually access the Fiendsmith part of his deck and send the two monsters to the graveyard to link summon Moon of the Closed Heaven. And that now he's going to be able to at least get some Fiendsmith stuff online. It's kind of tough into like a field already, though, with all the resources that Dragon Ruler is going to have on the follow-up.
You have the graveyard set up as well.
Requiem is going to tribute off to summon Lacrima and Crimson Tears. Lacrima is going to be able to send an engraver from the deck to the graveyard.
What do you think he's trying to accomplish with the Fiendsmith cards at this point?
I think he's just trying to play the cards that he has the best he can. I mean, maybe he'll summon back an engraver, clear out the Eclipse with equipping Requiem, but then he can't go into Necroquip Princess, but he can still go into Sequence and make a Desiree.
Anything?
Which I think, I mean,
No.
realistically, that's probably better than a rank 6 in this position anyway.
But he equipped the Requiem to Lacrima, so maybe that's not
I don't
gonna
think...
happen.
Does Engraver care where it's equipped to?
Oh, I thought it had to be equipped to him, but maybe not. You can just send from the field. Yeah, okay, no, it's from anywhere on the field, yeah. So he's still going to go for the Sequence play.
On the Biden. Okay, that's interesting. So correct me if I'm wrong, but Chandra is a hard one to return, right? And he had already used it to summon from deck.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was a thing.
I believe so. I don't know if you used the effect already, but it is once returned. The effect of Synchro Summon, I don't believe is, but
Now.
Okay, so the Hydra was summoned off of the Hieratic Seal, so Chandra had not actually activated its effect yet.
Right,
okay.
right.
Which makes sense why he had not opted to attack it.
all right, now we're going to see a Link Summon here for Fiendsmith Sequence, probably, or a Synchro for Chaos Angel.
Chaos Angel is potentially a really good one here.
It'll be able to clean up the Chandra as well.
This is solid. Can't be destroyed by battle. Could be very difficult for...
Yeah. Would be a shame if someone were to take it.
Oh,
I'm sure that Nicholas has his eye
Actually, so
on
like,
Chaos Angel.
its light is unaffected by monster effects?
Is it?
By
I thought
activated
it was the
monster
battle. Is it the Dark one the battle one?
Dark one might be the battle, because Dark one is usually the easier one, right? So
The-
I think light is...
Yeah, oh yeah, Dark is battle, so light is unaffected by monster effects. So,
So all he has to do is make it bigger.
which also is not going to be much of a problem, I believe. But we'll see.
I mean, he added the Sangan summoning already, so it's just about
Go to standby.
getting... Well, actually, no, both level 10 monsters are gone, right? Unicorn has... Actually, this might be difficult.
Yeah, it might be a little harder to navigate.
Well, actually, it's pretty simple. We have to Biden summon back and then pop your own Sangan summoning, and then that'll make him bigger, right?
with
Biden's effect, when he comes back, he's...
to destroy a Speller Trap. Yeah, you can destroy your own Speller Trap. Yeah.
So the writing's there. It's just getting to that point.
Attempt to use Redox.
All right, but now we're going to see the resources replenish here from the Dragon Rulers, banishing 2 dragons to summon Redox.
Just some blanks from banishing there, so no additional effects from the banish zone. Going to be activating that Sangan summoning.
Effect to add.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be grabbing a copy of... We're eyeing Hydra, it seems? But it really could be anything.
Taking a chance to read his own cards. Good to know. You want to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure something could summon back Chandra from the banish zone. It looks like we're going to be grabbing that Vajra here. Discarding the Drone Lockbird
Effect
for
of
the effect
Tempest.
of Sangan summoning. And now Tempest is going to be able to banish that Drone Lockbird, because it's a win. As well as the Hydra from the graveyard.
On resolution.
Yep.
Any trigger?
No.
And
Okay,
now
Lacrima
we're going to be using
Sure.
Lacrima's effect in graveyard, putting itself back in the deck to special summon back the Requiem
here?
from the graveyard. Requiem's going to be able to use its
Yep.
effect, summon back out the Lacrima, doing the dance
Yep.
that we've seen, and then Lacrima's effect on the field, able to trigger, going to be sending that Fiendsmith in Paradise likely from the deck. Yep, there it is. So now if he opts to special summon a monster, Fiendsmith Paradise will be able to send that Desiree. Can Eclipse negate an effect?
So yeah, it's effect. Yeah, they
So
can stop
it'll
Fiendsmith in
push one of
Paradise.
the big ones,
Okay.
and then I can change to
We saw it negate the effect
Whatever
of Kashira Birth in
the
game number
discard
1.
effect is for the accompanying big one. So there's, yeah, that is a quick effect.
All right, has my field again.
No response.
Let's see which effects he opts to use.
Needs to make sure he doesn't take too long. Want to keep the pace of play up. We are running down on time here as the round.
Yeah, the only way he
down.
really could lose this game is if he takes too long.
Jared doesn't find a way to get over that Chaos Angel, but with Redox, yeah, he could. Oh, he's gonna.
He's going for Tempest. He's trying to search. This adds any dragon, so. I feel like he might not see the line with the Biden because he's overcomplicating this by a lot.
Could be the case, but okay, we're gonna see. Oh, okay, here we go. He's gonna overlay both for the disaster Dragon Ruler of all apocalypses. This is also another way that he can attack over Chaos Angel. I can't believe we're actually getting to see this. I didn't know if they would actually utilize. Like, in order to get this effect, you have to overlay with the 2 new rank 7, so you can get the light and dark, and then it can add all, it can attach all the other 4 Dragon Rulers underneath his materials.
Okay, he did the absolute coolest way he could of doing it. He gains 4,600 attack.
And he's unaffected by card effects. If he gets all the different attributes.
How big will it be?
46, assuming it gets all the material.
This card is truly the apocalyptic dragon. It is the disaster Dragon Ruler of all apocalypse.
Change to a storm.
Oh no! Wait, Juiceworm. But the attributes he has are not bestial.
Sure.
Yeah,
Dark.
the light and the dark are naturally going to be under him. It's the 4 elements that go under.
Earth, water, wind, fire. With our powers combined, we are going to unleash absolute devastation on our opponent. I really didn't know the Dragon Ruler players were going to utilize this card, and seeing it in action here at round 1 of YCS Providence is so exciting. Oh man.
Yeah, it'll banish everything.
He said, oh, your Chaos Angel's a boss monster? I'm going to raise you one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's enough. They're going to have no cards left, facing down the biggest Dragon Ruler of all.